Oh, that's nice. A little afternoon cuddle. Mm-hmm. Ooh, a fly landed behind you. We'll see if he ends up seeing it. Oh,
where is it?
There's a few that got in, I think, when I came inside. Hi. You want to say hi? Hello. Well, we're in the Badlands, and it is super windy today. Whoa, hey.
Get off of me. You're not supposed to do that.
Jeez. He gets a little jealous. Whoa. Well, yeah, we're having kind of a chill day, relaxed day here while journeying back to St. Louis. The Badlands is the last big stop for us, too, before we put a lot of miles down getting back home.
Because there's nothing in Kansas or Nebraska.
There's not a lot in between, so, and we're looking forward to getting back, so
Yep.
At least the initial excitement.
Yeah, right. We're excited now.
Really appreciate you guys being here and watching. Got another conversion episode for you today. I just wanted to maybe encourage a few of you to share out one of your favorite videos of ours on your social media page or in maybe a skoolie group that you love following and help us kind of get our content out there. So we've had a little bit of a lull in viewership within the last month, but that's just how the YouTube algorithm works, and it'd be really helpful if you guys ended up taking a second to share out one of your favorite videos.
Thanks.
Besides that, enjoy this one, and I'll have more coming to you next week.
Bye.
Peace.
Hey.
What you up to?
Bringing some boxes out to Mom and Dad's.
Nice. I need to bring that tool bucket. That's just reminding me of that.
Okay.
We've got less than 2 weeks before we need to be out of our apartment now. And that means we're also 2 weeks out, just under 2 weeks out before our bus warming party where we're going to be showing everyone our new home. So we really got to get to work.
We really do. Nicole really needs to get ready on time.
I got ready just fine this morning.
You did.
Look, now this is the apology. She was really nice this morning. She made me breakfast and brought me coffee.
Trying to get you going, but the YouTube is just too distracting.
I was watching a Vice documentary on Snake Island. Thank you very much.
What's that?
It's the most densely populated area of venomous snakes in the world. It's an island off of Brazil. Last build day was a little rough. Started out great, real positive, but went downhill pretty quickly for me. So I'm really gonna try hard today to see the bright side. It is spring. My nose is running. I think allergies are starting to kick in.
I was saying the same thing when I woke up this morning.
I went to an allergist for the first time this past year, and I told him like what we were going to be doing and with bus life and everything. And he was like, you may want to consider spending March in the desert somewhere because there aren't any trees that pollinate. I was like, oh, that's pretty genius. Trying to get a backseat shot for you guys. Toolbox, lights, camera, action. So we have officially begun the process of bringing stuff over from the apartment.
Yep.
So that's nice to get underway. I'm going to throw my light kit along with my camera bag in our back storage and see how much room that takes up next to our solar system stuff. Holy shit, I'm tired. Burr. It's cold. Space of torrents in the atmosphere. Are you recording?
Yep.
Damn it. So I need to turn on the solar and plug in our batteries to charge. So cool to be using power from our solar system for charging things. Makes you feel so free and independent.
It does.
If only everyone knew how easy it was to get your own power.
Was it really that easy though?
I mean, considering. Alright, so I've already been on top of the roof and I cover the solar panels with some moving blankets just to cut down on the voltage that those would be receiving. But what I'm going to try to tackle is I have to cut our solar panel lines and then recrimp them with a bit more cable, because right now, as you can see, they when we first installed it, you know, if I could give you some advice, I'd move this as far as to close to the edge of the bus as you can, but we just don't have enough wire to like get this into the corner. So I'm going to add at least 3 feet of cabling. So I'm going to cut this line, each line, and then crimp some more cabling to it to lengthen it. That way we can feed it really close to the wall, put in a little cabinet here, cover up that wiring and the Wi-Fi extender wiring that's going to be coming in around the same area, and then connect it back to the battery. Varnishing?
Yep, that's what I do.
Shania's helping Jim with the welder right now.
Yeah, I think I got it.
So this is an extra piece of wiring that Jim had laying around the shop, and you can see that it is copper stranded wiring, which is the same as what we're using with the solar panel. So I'm going to undo this and get my negative positive leads, and this will lengthen our cable for the solar charge controller to connect. There's a bit of me that's questioning why I just didn't keep this hole sealed and just use the two ends and just tape it together. But I'm already like a foot into it now.
Well, that's all right. Do that same thing on the other end. That's a lot of work to get that shit undone. And the more you try stripping that out of there, the greater chance you have of nicking the wires on the inside.
Oh, I get that part.
Now I gotta cut that.
These are like $5 a pop, so we're saving this for Jim. Wires are stripped. So I purchased the heat shrink 10 to 12 gauge wire splices. I call them butt slices. And I'm hoping this is going to fit well. Before I forgot, I grabbed some red around the white, which is going to be my positive. You painting again?
Yeah, hopefully this is the last coat. It looks like it's going on pretty well.
You know, those batteries aren't charging because the system's off, so you can get those out of your way.
Oh, it's okay. I'm almost done.
I'm still incredibly nervous with all of the solar stuff, like cutting wires and recrimping shit together and, you know, batteries and voltage and electrocution, all of that. So my first precautions is I've covered up the solar panels just so the sun's not hitting them and putting too much additional voltage into them. I've shut off the solar system, the voltage, the battery. I'm going to disconnect the positive lead on the battery itself, and then I'll disconnect my wires to the solar charge controller, adapt the new wiring to lengthen the cable, and then reconnect it to my solar charge controller, and we should be back in business here. So for extra precaution, I've wrapped the end of my wrench in electrical tape just so I don't accidentally arc these batteries. That's like my biggest worry. Okay.
How do you feel about not dying?
Well, that's the negative. I'm not worried about the negative. See, this cabling has a lot thicker exterior case, so
Gotcha.
I think it's going to be a lot smaller of a wire once we get it open.
Yeah, it's pretty small.
You just want to double check that you didn't cut any of the wiring. You want a really good connection. Well, it's a good fit. I think that's good.
Is it okay to switch wiring like that then?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's fine. It's all metal. Okay. Jim's having a really fun time with the welding machine.
Sounds like it.
It broke when we were using it. We had to borrow Monica's brother's. You can really heat this up, I found, just to shrink it, but it's a really tight seal already. And then what I'll do is
Wrap her up.
get a little extra protection. So if you see it, you kind of want to give it a swirl in the direction that... Oh, you can see it was already not working. Make sure it goes in. That looks right. Yep. And that's in. Tight squeeze.
Fire. Fire.
Oh god.
So that one's done?
Yeah, negative is done.
Sweet.
So negative is good. Look at all this room.
Countertop tour. Ooh. Also, bedroom tour. Oh god.
Cold tour.
Monster under the bed tour. You know, these walls aren't the prettiest, as you can see, because we use some cheap ass wood, but like,
If you know what I mean.
filled some of the holes. Cole's shoving his
Ooh.
fingers in wet paint,
That's fine.
and it's all good. So as you can see, we managed to lengthen it. It's now closer to the ceiling. We cut a hole in the corner here so we could feed it to the backside, and then goes down to the battery.
Just so it doesn't go swinging away. Okay. Thank fucking God.
I feel so alive. It's like Russian roulette.
Jim's not having a good day.
Dad's in there. Really?
Jim's having a cold day. We're just gonna have the call this having a cold day. You want to be careful with your cable runs, because the longer your cable runs, the less efficient your solar panels will be to your solar charge controller, and you'll lose just your total capacity of what your system's able to do. If we were setting up an off-grid thing where we're trying to run power, 100 yards away, it's a different story. But anything in super close proximity like this is not a deal breaker. I don't know if I have our vlog camera batteries charged up right now or not, so we'll find out shortly. Monica just abandoned me, and I need to feed this positive cable down to me to make the final connection. I think I officially have everything actually connected back up correctly now. So I'm going to flip it back on to see if we get some action here. So fuses. Boy, I'm nervous. So negatives with negative, positive with positive. And then let's throw on the solar panels. So I noticed that the PV voltage is low, but then I just remembered the blankets are on the solar panels right now. So that's the only reason what's going on with that.
All right. You did it.
And that sun comes out just
Oh,
to reward me.
that sun needs to
Keep coming.
just keep coming. I'm cold.
I'm still here. All of Cole's still here.
Good.
So it seems to be up and working again. It's showing the same PV voltage as it was before, around like 40 PV. So that just reassures me that everything's working, and like, look how tight we're gonna be able to get this now.
Yeah.
I'm like
way
fucking,
better.
I'm just like thrilled.
Yeah, everyone, just be careful where you decide to.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Okay. I mean, we thought it was going to be covered by a cabinet, but
I was just
but
just so worried about how flush it was going to be fitting the grommet on the side, up top, and just don't overthink it. Put the grommet over toward the side of the bus, get a little bit further out of the way.
Yeah.
But still, we would have had that there regardless. So I think that we're going to do this cabinet up here. Just a real small, sleek cabinet, potentially for all of my battery charging stuff. It'll be out of the way and it'll look really nice.
Yeah.
So
That'll
we had to cut just a little. I'd use that. You can see my fine.
I thought I heard it running. I thought, oh God, I wonder what he's cutting.
Yeah. Yep, that's me.
So
And it seems like we got some headroom as well. So.
yeah, so we probably just come out like maybe so far here, and then
Yep.
okay,
And that'll be a cabinet.
okay.
You either do the charging, the battery charging of that, or just something else. So.
This countertop's looking beautiful.
Yeah.
The more coats it keeps getting deeper.
Yeah, that
You know,
was
that's grain.
the fourth coat.
Yeah,
How many do you think I should do?
man. If you got time,
Yeah.
I'd
just
put a
keep
couple
going.
more on it. Just rub it down every time.
Yeah.
But it's See, I like the way it seems like it just brings the grain out.
So I decided that I want this piece of conduit to match the wall. So after a little bit of Googling, I saw that you can sand it down with a piece of fine sandpaper. Kind of sand it in all directions so the paint soaks in. And then prime it a couple times, like 2 or 3 times, and then paint it. After sanding, you need to clean it. We just used denatured alcohol, but acetone was suggested also, and then just let it dry and then prime it.
Yo, what up? After lunch update. Just had a sandwich, feeling re-energized, and Jim just gave us some 411 on the Dinette table now. We're going to try to measure out the standard shelves that we purchased. So here's this. We purchased these 14-inch standard brackets, and this is just the wall bracket for it to clip into. And so these we will mount underneath the dinette table that we made. And Monica is starting to do measurements so we can figure out where to put them.
I'm just trying to sort of center them.
One of the issues is that the width of the bracket is actually smaller than the wood here, which is like, what, 3/4 inch?
Yeah.
And so we're trying to figure out how to get the bracket flush, because we don't want to just throw these on top, because every time it's in couch mode, it's going to be stabbing us in the back.
Yeah.
So tell the people what you just did from the top.
Girl, I don't know.
Oh my God, Monica's just lost in space right now.
I hate measuring, for real. I
Can-
can't.
Well, once you're done doing your thing, I guess
We're just trying to closely center it, and that's all we needed to do.
that's why I'm having you try to tell people. And you barely been able to formulate a sentence every time I ask you.
Okay.
Are you done mathing?
Yeah. So Cole's got these mats pulled up. We took out the center console area where all the buttons were and the panel was. So we're just trying to figure out how to hide these wires. So you said you were just able to pull this away from the floor?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's gonna be a bitch getting it back, but
Yeah.
it'll happen. There's this panel right here, and I thought I could get access to this,
Yeah.
but it looks like it's sealed somehow. So that just is a big empty spot all the way down.
Yeah.
So I mean, we could drill through that easily if we need to, but what I'm hoping is this would bend back. So how do we get in this area? That's what I want to know. Got a flashlight? I feel like there could be like a ton of money down here.
That'd be fun. bunnies. What? A shitload of screwdrivers. Ew, what is that?
Let's get rid of that. Four screwdrivers. That's strange. All Pittsburgh, Harbor Freight. Alright, so I haven't vlogged this that much this afternoon. I've been working on figuring out this wiring, and of course it's being a big pain in the butt, but I think I'm figuring it out now, and I'll show you. So this is where all the wiring was. This is where the bus handle was standing and the wiring was fed up it, and I was able to pull back the rubber floor mats underneath here, and was able to trace and cut some of these just fasteners that were holding it in place. Chased it over here, and I thought it was going to end up going over by the door, but this wiring actually runs right between the seat and then up here into this cabinet. So that's where the wiring was originating from, and I think it even goes around here, and I'm sure underneath the hood. That wasn't going underneath, so I just cut that for nothing.
Oh, just tucked.
Oh,
Oh.
it was glued in some way. Bam.
Ugh. Ugh. It's nasty. What's that made of?
Rock wool, I think. Probably wool. Denim.
It was sheep's wool. There's sheep's
I can't even see what you guys are talking about.
These things are tied down to the ground, so I have to cut each of those.
Yeah. Deconstructing the bus.
Shit.
With Cole Hieronymus. See, you don't need any experience to do this.
I always wanted to work on a bus.
Okay, so we need to
Here, give me the cutters.
use, There goes the AC again.
Oh my god. I still don't understand how this is gonna work.
Well, like we talked about, we're gonna have to cut a hole here,
Yeah.
most likely.
Mm-hmm. Because you didn't have room to get that up out through there. What's your confidence level with this?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. This is one of those things where I feel like it's going really well, and then all of a sudden you discover you cut your AC.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Don't go deep.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna actually not be able to get this edge here without cutting this, and I don't want to cut this, I don't think.
No, you don't.
So we'll figure that out, I guess.
Hands of a sturgeon.
Yeah, right.
You open that like a little tiny door. Like a little mini door.
Oh, there you go. Well, perfect.
Note to self, you might want to get a piece of tape, put it over the corner of that thing, or you're going to slice your hand wide open.
Here?
Yeah. So the best we're going to do with this is to take this and go this way, and then just have to deal with this knot of stuff here.
Oh, bend it. I see. Wow, why did I not understand how you guys were doing this?
And there's no way of deciphering, or bending that so it's not, right there.
Yeah. Now
Deconstructing.
deconstructing the whole fucking thing. See, look. There's several of them that are going
splitting in.
that way.
Jesus.
That's the power coming from probably from over there, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably what it is. He's a loom mender.
So what?
A loom mender.
Is that what it's called? Loom?
It's a loom, yeah, it's a wire loom. That guy's an old loom mender from way back.
Come on, fucker.
Thinking the exact same thing.
My hands are.
That's hard work, actually, trying to... I screwed with that boat trailer with this little stuff. It's like...
If you call right now, you can get the Loom Hand Exerciser for $19.99. I see. Yeah. Hello. Wow, my hands feel so strong now. I'll take 3. 1 for Grandma. She has very weak hands.
Having trouble in opening those jars?
What is this thing? What's this little guy? Let me
Fish
ask you a
that down
question
through
real,
there,
quick.
Cole.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Have you ever had this much fun before?
Not in a long time.
Wow.
Not in a long time.
Days like these.
Not since Six Flags.
That's right, and that's in 6 Flags. Okay, Cole, now take that, fish it down through there.
All right. Wow, Josie, thanks. That's so kind of you. Appreciate it. All right, now we're going to go ahead and fish this down here. You got it yet?
Yeah, I don't see it. You have any idea how many feet you shoved down there yet?
93.
I've limited supply in my fingers.
Yes. Then maybe you need the wire exercise.
Okay. Oh,
Oh!
baby.
Okay, stop.
Don't touch it.
Okay, hold that.
Oh, God.
How's it feel?
Good. Hopefully you're recording.
There's some weird jokes that happen here with these two.
Yeah, preferably not the sticky side up. This is my best taper. You see how strong his hands are? I'm so excited that this is going to work, actually. There's many things that I attempt in my life that don't work. And this is going to be one of those things that work. It's amazing.
We'll see.
Pull.
Huh?
Pull.
Hello?
Might be too big.
Let me know if you don't need me to pull or something.
Hung up.
Yeah, I'm trying to determine if I can turn it a certain way. Basically, there's a ledge
Okay.
that comes in and it makes it a little bit skinnier and it's getting caught. If you don't knock my smartphone down, you'll be able to see it.
Okay. Twist as hard as you can. Just keep twisting it continuously.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Holy balls, it happened.
Keep going.
Oh shit, your phone dropped down on there.
Fuck you. No way. Can't stop it. That thing's not coming out of this down there. Nice!
Thank you, Harry.
Nailed it.
Wow.
Let's put these up here so we don't throw them away because we need these.
Nice. Did it, y'all.
And that's how you do whatever we just did.
You made it look so easy.
All right, so we survived.
We did.
It's crazy. Like, you end up doing shit that you never thought you'd do at the beginning of the day, and that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I did great today. I really did. I turned the ship around from yesterday.
Yeah.
Or the day before. Whatever it was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
It's all the same very long day.
So thanks for checking it out. Go look at our other things.
Yep.
See you soon. Peace.
Bye.